Now then, the UK transfer window is officially open today. Our reporter Michael Bridges alongside me. OK, we've got a few little lines to look at here already early doors, Michael. We know that Jarrad Branthwaite didn't make the final 26 for Gareth Southgate for the Euros, but he is top of someone else's list this summer, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely, David. Manchester United. And I think he can consider himself to be quite unlucky not to have made the England squad, but that doesn't mean potentially he's not going to have a quiet summer. It could be a very busy summer for him indeed. He's very, very highly regarded at Manchester United, but he's very, very highly regarded at Everton. And because of that, they will command a very big fee. We reckon for at least around £70 million. And we know we talk about Everton and finances and PSR, but as Everton fans will tell us, that doesn't mean they have to sell their best players. They've got a biggish squad. They might look at other players as well. Now, we know Manchester United need defenders. Casemiro playing the last few games of the season. Rafa Varane leaving. Johnny Evans, of course, has been brilliant for Manchester United, but he was really signed last season to sort of integrate with the under-23s and maybe a little bit of experience. He ended up playing more games at centre-half than anyone else. And Martin Ziegler of The Times has even reported that his representatives have already agreed personal terms with Manchester United. That's a really interesting one. So more on that as we get it, but we do know real interest in Jarrad Branthwaite from Manchester United.
OK. I mean, obviously, you know, United also have to think about balancing the books. Every club does with PSR, etc. So they are going to make major signings this summer. Branthwaite would be one of those. How do they balance the books? How could they find the funds? Well,
there's two players who probably don't have futures at Manchester United. The first one would be Jadon Sancho. Now, it's not been the best few days for Sancho. Why is that? Well, one is Erik is staying as Manchester United manager. We know the two do not get on. The second a bit of bad news he had over the last few days was the Edin Terzic resignation news, leaving Borussia Dortmund. This is someone who's worked with Sancho twice. Now, the second player in question is Mason Greenwood. Now, we understand this offers an interest from both clubs in Germany and Italy. Let's start with Sancho. It would look to be a potential significant loss if he was to move on. Sancho, of course, signing for £70 million. In terms of Greenwood, there has been mention of interest from Juventus. Of course, Thiago Motta is now their new head coach at Juventus. Now, the interesting one with Greenwood, who, of course, spent last season on loan at Getafe, that would be pure profit. And we will be talking about PSR every day here with transfer news. So that is one to keep an eye on as well. But it does look like two players who look to be on their way out of Manchester United, interest from abroad.